What is good, Podheads? It's your boy DJ Easy Zeke here in Charlotte, North Carolina for episode 10 of Podheads. I got a really good one this evening. Got my boy Chris Damato in the building. What's good with you, bro?
What's up, my guy? How are you?
Chillin', man. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is our first QC native. Chris is an up-and-coming artist here in Charlotte, so we're going to get to know Chris. We're going to start from the beginning like we always do. Chris, you're from Charlotte, correct?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What high school did you go to?
I went to Union Academy. I went there actually like kindergarten, middle school, and high school.
Is that like a private school?
It's a charter school.
Charter school?
Yeah.
Did you do any sports or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I played baseball in middle school and high school, but I played baseball since I was 4 years old.
I'll turn your gain down just a tad, actually. But you say you played baseball since you were 4?
Yeah.
Any involvement in music or anything like that while you were doing these sports, or did sports kind of consume everything that you were doing when you were young?
When I was younger, like when I was, I don't know, I'd say middle school, like it was mainly sports. But then as I grew older and got into high school, then music started really taking over my life a lot more. Music was always in my life. But I feel like I can't talk loud. This feels really weird.
Do you want me to turn it down more?
No, I don't know. Like being in the, I don't know. I just feel like I can't talk loud.
We good?
Nah, I know.
Did you have anything specific that you that drew you to music? Like any moment in your life, any song, anything like that? Because for me, growing up, my mom was she was in the church choir, and she was my Sunday school teacher. So I was always at church and hearing them sing. So that was kind of like my first introduction to dang, I actually like this stuff. Was there a moment like that in your life that kind of sparked your interest?
I would say probably. I don't know. I would say I remember what really got me into rap music, but music had always been a part of my life. Like my dad was always singing. My grandma, she put out records in the 70s and whatnot. Apparently my first concert, according to my parents, was inside my mom's stomach at a Kiss concert.
Oh, word?
I was in the front row. And,
that's funny. Yeah. My stepdad was a big Kiss fan. Do you Kiss now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to them actively, but
if they came on, you wouldn't be mad.
I'm not turning it off.
Facts.
I'll rock out with it.
So, what age was that when you were obviously you said your first concert was when you were in the womb, but what age was were you starting to really get into it though? Where you were man, I want to do something as far as rapping or producing or something like that?
So when I was younger, I'd always wanted to, but it was always something that was I guess disconnected. It seemed like it was just kind of far out. Mm-hmm. It's something that certain people are able to do, and it's confined to this very specific group of people. So I never thought it was possible for me to do it.
Yeah.
And then getting older and getting interested in different shit, I don't know, you just, I guess, learn different things and figure out, you can do it.
Were you doing any freestyles or anything like that at lunch tables or anything like that growing up?
I was always doing that shit. So 4th grade, I wrote my first rap song.
Yeah.
And it was just some little bullshit, but.
Did you have a rap name at the time?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, it was always freestyling at the lunch table and whatnot, making little pen beats and shit.
Yeah, I remember pen tapping.
Pen tapping. We'd be freestyling over that, and then having rap battles.
You a battle rap other kids?
Yeah. That was really fun.
You remember, I think they had I'm sure they still have a show now, but they had a show called Yo Mama, where they would do Yo Mama jokes with each other. But now they have a bunch of rap battle shows. I don't know if they're on TV, but I know there's a bunch on YouTube. I be seeing them on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
Did you do actual competitions, or this was just friendly competition at school?
Oh yeah, it was just friendly competitions at school.
Facts. Did you have any interest in producing at all, or just rapping?
Yeah, so that's how I kind of started getting into music and understanding that I could do it. My uncle put me on to Russ when I was I don't remember, I was 15 or 16, And then I got into Russ, started watching like his interviews and whatnot, and you know, he was just talking about how you could do it yourself, and I was like, oh shit, like I've always wanted to do this, and it's like something that's always been a big part of my life, so I'm gonna do it. And I went to my uncle's one day, and he had a laptop that he bought off somebody on Facebook Marketplace, I think it was, and the person he bought it off of was a musician, and they had Logic Pro X already downloaded on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when I went to his place, because my older cousin, like, he was staying there at the time or whatever, and so I go to his place, and my uncle would let me borrow his laptop, and I would just go on Logic and make beats and shit, and just take little drum loops and like put them together.
And you had already like said you wrote your first rap when you were in the 4th grade. So did you already have some raps that you had wrote, and then once you started making beats, you were kind of applying those raps to those beats, or did you start writing new raps once you were able to kind of like make stuff on your own?
Yeah, honestly, it was more like I was making the beats, and then I was like, yeah, I need to like really start rapping. I've always liked writing though, like maybe not always music, but like I've always written stories. Like in school, the writing part of shit in like my language class, English class,
Like language arts and stuff?
Yeah, it was always fun, like where we had our own writing prompts, or like we could write our own stories, and it was based on like the detail and the craft of like structuring and creating a story.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's where my love of like writing and like music kind of
Like crossed paths right there?
Yeah,
Because you kind of already realized you wanted to tell stories from writing, and then
Yeah.
you were interested in music, so you were just kind of like, shit, I guess I can just make both these work together.
Yeah.
And then, shit, I guess it worked out too, because your uncle ended up having the laptop. What kind of laptop was it?
It was like a 2012 MacBook Pro.
I swear, man,
shit.
MacBooks just do stuff that like other laptops can't.
Yeah,
But
bro, it's just fire.
I agree with you though with seeing like Russ coming up, and he's like been big on being like independent artist and everything, and saying you can do it yourself, because this day and age with like the internet, you know, you can do it yourself. You don't have to go to these high-dollar studios to record professional-sounding stuff. And
Facts.
the fact that we can have a technology that makes it sound like a live instrument is right there in the room with you is insane, honestly. We're very privileged, but also you still got to put in a lot of work to learn it. Did you do play any like actual instruments, physical instruments?
In 6th grade in band class, I played the saxophone, but my band teacher at the time basically told me, I wouldn't say basically, he kind of did flat out say that my saxophone was a piece of shit. And yeah, he was basically like, you need to up your game or step away from it, playboy. And
he said the saxophone was, or like you're playing?
He said no, my saxophone. He compared my saxophone like to a pair of Skechers or like Walmart shoes.
Don't you rent those from the school though, like the instruments?
No, we had to buy our own.
Damn.
And yeah, like my mom had bought one secondhand off this kid that used to go to our school. He upgraded his.
I mean, if it's your first instrument, why would you buy the nicest one anyway?
Well, he said that the way it sounded, it just made the band sound bad. Like, like he said mine was like the Walmart shoes. He's like, if you, I don't know. He said something like, if you had a choice between Walmart shoes or a pair of Nikes, like, which one are you choosing? And like in my head, like, I said to him, I was like, Walmart shoes, like, it's more affordable. He's like, okay, like, what if cost wasn't a thing? He's like, what are you going with? I was like, okay, man. And yeah, so he made me, I wouldn't say he made me, but like, yeah, I definitely was bothered to the point where I was like, nah, fuck this guy.
So you didn't want to do band anymore?
Nah, I didn't want to do band
anymore. Were you doing band because
asshole.
of your interest in music? Or you just got, because what, 6th grade, are you able to sign up for your own classes at that point?
Honestly, I don't recall 100% how it happened, but I think like certain classes I was able to pick, like my electives.
Oh,
like
that's right.
Extracurricular.
That's right.
Things,
that's right. Because I played like trumpet in the 6th grade, but I thought it was like I was interested in music, but once I realized that the band was like music that they teach you, and it's like contemporary stuff, it wasn't ever like cool modern. Yeah. I was like, man, I don't like this stuff. I wanted to learn stuff that I want to learn. You know.
Yeah.
Did you end up doing that same thing once you were done and he told you, like, get a new saxophone, and you were like, screw this band? Did you
I was just kind of, like, discouraged. And at the time, I was still playing baseball. So.
Did you just say, I'm just going to focus on baseball?
Yeah, I was like, I'm making it to the MLB. Like, obviously, I did not make it to the MLB, but we have the baseball field right behind us,
That's true.
which is pretty cool. A little homage.
That is dope. Did you wait? What age were you when that laptop and the uncle everything came into effect? That was later on, right after the band in the 6th grade.
I want to say probably the summer between 10th and 11th grade.
And is that when you wanted to kind of like start taking it for real?
Yeah, that's when I was like 15, turning 16 or some shit like that. And I was just like, yeah, like this is what I want to do.
Did you, how long before you recorded like your first song?
It would like as soon as I figured out how to record, like as soon as I got this stuff, like the microphone and the little interface and everything, I was just like, yeah, we're recording some shit. And like I recorded a song with this kid from another school, and like it was all right. And then I recorded another song, my first song that I put out, which is still on my SoundCloud. And it happens to be a Chirac freestyle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I decided to choose that for my first song to drop.
That's
never really spit bars over a song. Like, didn't really know how to record, didn't know how to engineer or anything. Like, nothing. Yeah.
It was just straight up your voice over the beat.
Yeah, with like a Logic Pro preset.
True.
Yeah.
Self-sufficient though.
Hell yeah.
He said he's gonna learn whether someone taught him or not. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you have anyone kind of teaching you the way, or it was all self-taught, like YouTube videos and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, it was all self-taught. YouTube videos, meeting different people, and just like not being afraid to ask questions.
Did you have a like group around you at the time too that was also interested in music, or was that kind of a solo thing?
Yeah, it's honestly still to this day it's a solo thing. Like,
you don't really have like an entourage or anything that you be chilling with?
Nah, I mean, I have my friends and shit, but like, yeah, starting out, it was just kind of a solo thing. Like, I had people at school that were like kind of fucking with it. They were like, oh, it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I wasn't really the cool kid at school, but like that shit kind of pivoted it in a way. And like the last 2 years of high school, people were fucking with me. But yeah, like,
because of the music shit?
Yeah, because of the music. But I don't know, my bad, that commercial is distracting me.
All good.
But yeah, I didn't really have an entourage or whatever. Something that kind of I would say is a big impact was meeting Elite, J. Cole's producer, at the Dreamville Fest, or not Dreamville Fest. It was the Dreamville pop-up for All-Star Weekend, I think in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
what year did you graduate high school?
2019.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he was talking to me about like...
I'm like 5 years old. I did not realize I'm like 5 years older than you.
Really?
No, I graduated 4 years. Anyways, I mean, that's not that much older, but I thought we were the same age for some reason. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm 22.
But so like that 2020 at, what was it, Dreamville pop-up, you met his producer?
Yeah, I met Elite, and I was talking to him. I'm like, yo, my parents want me to go to college. And like we were just talking. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't really want to go. And I just like explained some shit to him. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, honestly, he's like, you can do everything, you know, by yourself. Like, go online and learn it. He's like, anything that's in the university now, like, it can be learned online.
Yeah.
He's like, I went because, you know, it was, the internet wasn't the way it was now. So, yeah.
I think this actually kind of ties to what me talking about graduating. But when I was graduating high school in 2015, it was kind of an internet era where things were on the internet. Like, internet was huge, but at the same time, I still felt like a lot of us were in that old school kind of like have to go to college to succeed mentality because of our like parents and stuff like that. But the internet has really, especially with SoundCloud, and you're able to upload through like TuneCore and stuff like that to like Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. That's really changed the game for independent artists not having to get signed to major labels to be able to produce and put stuff out.
Yeah.
Was there anyone else that you kind of because was J. Cole one of your biggest influences being from NC, or did you have any other artists that you were looking up to?
Yeah, J. Cole, dude, Logic, man. Logic, oh my God,
I fuck with Logic.
I fuck with Logic so heavy. Like his Young Sinatra, like early mixtapes, bro.
Yeah.
I was listening to those all the time. Under Pressure, freaking Incredible True Story.
Incredible
like,
True Story is my shit.
I loved Logic.
Yeah.
Like anybody could tell you that. Like anyone I went to high school with, like I love that man. Like I had so much Rat Pack shit, like the T-shirts, jacket, hat. Like I was that shit. Yeah, man. I fuck with Logic heavy, and Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake. Like
You said your uncle introduced you to Russ. Were you a big fan of Russ at all, or?
oh yeah, 100%. I love Russ.
He's really consistent too. Has that been a big issue that you've had to tackle? Is just consistency of putting out music and stuff like that? Or bless you, by the way.
Thank you. Can you repeat that? My bad.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying, has consistency been difficult to kind of tackle just as an artist, because writing and stuff like that, you don't want to sound repetitive, or you always are trying to get better. So, has producing new stuff been kind of hard for you, or not?
I mean, yeah, I would say that sometimes it's not always the easiest to get certain ideas out that I want to get out, and certain things that I want to articulate aren't articulated the way I want them to.
You feel like you're a picky artist in that aspect?
Yeah, I'm very picky. Like
perfectionist in that sense?
I have a handful of songs out, like maybe 50 songs out, and that's just like a small amount of what I've made. I just have so many different ideas and different things that I want to do. Like it's ridiculous. That's why, like, the whole Entourage thing, I'm working on that right now, and thankfully, I don't want to say God, I would say the universe, but like everything's been working out so far. Like shit's been clicking and falling into place.
Do you think that's just kind of right place, right time, or you've been like manifesting it, a little bit of both, or what do you think?
I would say that I don't know. I guess it all ties into each other, because it's like you kind of manifest new opportunity, and like it's like you can be in that right place at right time, but like whether or not you act upon that thing that's presented to you is like totally up to you.
Yeah.
And what you think about, you bring about. Like I'm very big into manifestation and the laws of the universe and whatnot. So
do you do a lot of like reading and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That ties into, reading. I'm sure, that the writing aspect of your art.
100%. My mom, like, she always had me reading like all the time since I was a kid, and I read like the entire Harry Potter series in 4th grade.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. There was like one fucking summer I was just bored and read the whole Harry Potter series in like a few weeks in 4th grade. That was my shit, bro. I love Harry Potter.
I watched all the movies, but I tried to read one of the books. I told people I read it at the time because I thought it looked cool, but I definitely didn't read. I read maybe like one chapter. Some of those words were hard as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you have any other like? Is that? I thought that was a toilet. That's a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Did you have any other like authors or books or anything like that you read besides Harry Potter?
Yeah, I like the Alex Cross series. Like I liked spy shit, like and action shit. I would say the Percy Jackson series was my shit. A series of unfortunate events. Do you like
movies that have books made after? I mean, books that have movies made after them. Did I say that right? You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, books that have movies made after them. Yeah. I would say it just depends, honestly, on like the depiction, and like some movies adhere to the book, and then some don't. They kind of deviate a little, and then depending on the director, like the director's film style, like it might be a good book, but because it's the way the director films it, their film style doesn't match like the vibe. Like I don't know, it really depends.
It probably goes the same hand in hand with like artists and producers. Like you could have this idea. I'm sure that helps working solo, because what you want it to sound like. Trying to tell someone what you want something to sound like is probably way harder than actually that's crazy to think about, actually. Have you worked with many other producers besides yourself? Because you said you did kind of learn to produce yourself. So have you worked with anyone else as far as that goes?
Not really. I've worked with like a handful of people, but not really like a lot. it's more or less like maybe like less than 10 people, and then a few of them like I've done a lot with, but not a lot of people, honestly. I just, like I said, stick to myself. I'm a very like closed off person.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't really let many people in. And
That's
it's like,
probably the best way, because, you know, like, can't trust motherfuckers nowadays, for real.
nah, yeah. And if I do let if I let people in, it's like, it's for a good reason.
Yeah. You see some potential?
Yeah.
Like, they're bringing something to the table type?
Yeah, exactly. Like, can't have someone just, like, taking and, like, you know, you can't have someone around just to take from them. It's like, it's just a cycle. It's like you kind of got to feed into each other and like
be a team.
Yeah, work to make each other better and just keep growing. It's like, you know, one person goes up here and then you got to pull them up, and then each one teach one, or whatever the saying is.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you said you had started recording music pretty much immediately once you learned how to use Logic and learned that you could start recording.
Yeah.
How long before you dropped like a song? I know you said you recorded a couple songs, but how long before you actually felt confident enough in one to put it out?
Probably like a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like probably, yeah. I always thought like I was hard.
Yeah, like even like the first song?
Yeah, I always thought that I was the shit.
That's
I always
dope.
had something.
Not everyone has that confidence, because, like, you know, some people, they don't even realize they're good at something until they do it. But you always felt like, damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Did you do any, like, open mic performances or anything once you dropped the song? Or were you just kind of sticking to just recording the music?
Nah, I was just sticking to recording for a while. I didn't perform for the first time until the end of my senior year. So, like, my junior year prom, I stayed home. I didn't go to either one of my proms because, like, junior year, I was like, nah, like, a year from today, I'm going to be further than where I'm at right now. And I was, like, just making music at my house. And then senior year prom, I didn't go because I had my first show.
Oh, damn.
And, yeah, it was, like, a little festival, kind of, like, a couple artists on the lineup. And, yeah, and it was like 100 people that I performed for. Was
that nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking because that was the first time I performed like original stuff. I've performed in front of people before.
On like some karaoke shit?
Yeah, but not my own stuff. So it was definitely a little nerve-wracking. I remember my mom dropping me off, and I had my AirPods in. I was listening to freaking Meek Mill and shit, like... I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this, and I'm just like in my bag, like feeling so many different emotions. Like I was hyped, and then I got there and it was just like dead as fuck, and like I was like okay, like, and then it was like an hour or two that I had to wait to perform, like, and I was the first performer, but yeah, I was all gassed up for no reason.
Was it like hard to kind of keep yourself hyped up? You said it was dead, but I mean 100 people still would be kind of a lot for a first
okay, so like
when
I first got there it was dead, but it's because I was kind of early. So like I'm getting there, I'm pulling up, I don't know why I'm thinking there's just gonna be hella people there. Like
a sea of people.
Yeah.
like Dreamville status.
Yeah, like I thought there was gonna be hella people, and so I get there and it's only like the people that own the place and like the people running the event, and that might be it, and like 5 other people. Yeah. And then like I said, we had to wait, like, and then people started showing up, but I was just getting hyped for no reason, like too soon. Like I was getting hyped 2 hours, 3 hours early.
Did you keep that energy though later on, like when the performance happened? How'd the performance actually end up going?
The performance was actually really good. Yeah, I had a lot of people. Like I don't know, I feel like that show definitely did a lot for me.
Did you feel like the same confidence once you finally got on stage that you felt when you started initially recording the music by yourself at home?
Yeah, because I'd like rehearse in the mirror and shit, and like just seeing myself performing.
Actually manifesting that shit.
Yeah,
that's
so
lit.
I'd, like see myself performing, and like, yeah, it helped. And then just knowing, like, okay, like, no, you're supposed to be up here. Like, don't be nervous. Like, this is, you know, this is what you've been, like, expecting in a sense. So,
Did the nerves go away once you kind of started the song? It just kind of felt like natural, or were you still kind of?
Nah, like I had my head down. Like I wasn't really like that was the big thing that I noticed, especially after the fact. Like I kept rapping, like looking at the floor, like into the microphone. Like it was hard for me to look into the crowd, and I was just, I don't know, the eye contact was making me nervous.
Facts. That's a.
Yeah, man.
That's why people be asking why. I'm like, man, that way
Yeah.
you could be looking at me, but I don't even gotta be looking back at you.
That
Like I
is
could be
true.
looking over there.
That
You don't
is
even know.
true.
But we're still engaged though at the same
Facts.
time.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, that's something I definitely gotten past. Like I'm chilling now. Like I could be on stage and like I don't need glasses or anything, and I could just like look in the crowd like I'm straight now. But yeah, that was definitely something that was something I had to overcome for sure.
Was there any other big takeaways from that first show, or were you ready to just kind of get the ball rolling with more shows and performances after that?
Yeah, definitely. I was just like, oh, like it was great. It felt like,
How many songs did you do?
I think 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did 3 songs.
All original?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good first little set though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you and was it like, I mean, it's not lip syncing, but were your words playing in the background and you were still rapping over it, or was it just like the instrumental?
Yeah,
notes?
they were. So I had the backing track and I had the vocals playing too.
Facts. I've always
yeah.
wondered how that works with like the first performance, because me personally, if I was ever going to do any sort of performance like that, I'm a DJ, man. I play music that I know the words to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know how I would feel if it was just me without words in the background. I don't even know how it would sound either.
Yeah.
But this is probably a good little stopping point. I'm going to change these batteries real quick, and we're going to take a quick break. Word from our sponsors. We don't have any yet. Please sponsor us, though. But we'll be right back, folks.
Magnum condoms.
Magnum. Welcome back, y'all. We had a short break. Sponsors spoke, and we're back. So we left off, Chris, where you had your first performance, and you said once you kind of got on stage, everything was kind of like just feeling good. You felt like you were supposed to be there. You had trained for that moment kind of your entire life leading up to that. Mm-hmm. Where do you go from there? Do you try to book more shows? Do you just keep making more, songs in the studio, or what?
Yeah, so one of the songs that I had dropped, or not dropped, or like 2 of the songs that I did there, I hadn't dropped yet. So one of them I ended up dropping. That one did pretty good. And then, yeah, just hit people up, emailing people, trying to get booked, trying to get shit popping, trying to start performing.
Did you have any more performances that popped up like in the coming weeks after that initial performance, or
No.
did it kind of take a while?
Yeah, it took a little bit. The next one that I would do wouldn't be until like, it was just an open mic at this like burger spot. If I'm not mistaken, that was the next one.
Were these performances in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Word.
Hell yeah. Well, the first one actually was in like Concord area.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hell yeah.
How many people were going was this like an open mic that a lot of people were going to, or that you went to a lot, or was this like a one-time thing and then you were kind of like, nah, I'm done with it?
No, I went like 2 or 3 times. But yeah.
Working on new performances, or were you still just doing these same songs, just getting your, like,
Still doing the same songs. I was like testing a lot of new stuff out at the open mic events.
Yeah.
To see what to drop and shit. And yeah, I was dropping new stuff.
What year? You said it was 2020 when you met J. Cole's producer, right?
Yeah.
Or 2019?
Yeah, it was 2019 actually.
2019. And what year was that first performance you ended up doing?
2019.
Same year?
Yeah, it was like, I want to say 3 months after.
Yeah.
Because I met J. Cole's producer in June. Or not June, fucking February. And then I'm pretty sure the show was in like May or June.
Okay. And did anything after that of the couple open mics you did anything start popping up after that? Did you start getting any more shows, or were you still just trying to look for more work as far as that goes, performance-wise?
Yeah, I was still like trying to find more places to perform. Yeah, I was trying to make shit that would pop off, I guess. Like,
were you collabing with any artists as far as like you getting on as a feature or anything like that? Were any opportunities like that present themselves?
No, not really. I was working at my cousin's store like a lot of the time, so I was like meeting hella people. and like I don't know, I was making music kind of on and off type shit because like I was getting caught up in like doing everything at the store and like hanging out and going out afterwards and whatnot.
Kind of losing a little bit of the focus.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's kind of tough, man.
Yeah,
Life starts happening. You kind of want to stop and have fun, but
yeah, but it's definitely you know, over time, just like learning how to focus and like discipline myself and shit. And
time
just,
management and all that.
Yeah, manage my time, like manage my energy, like just becoming real strict about like certain people, I guess, and the access they have to me. Like I'm just less accessible now.
Do you have like a set schedule now that you work on music throughout the week? Like I'm gonna work from this time to this time today on this day of the week, or
yeah. So every day I try to at least one beat, at least a verse, and like at least a whole song. I think like there's like at least one of like 3 things each day. Like I try to do. Like I'll wake up every morning and do morning pages. There's this book called The Artist's Way, and one of the things it talks about is doing morning pages, like waking up and writing 3 pages just like nonstop, like just literally not stopping. It could be like, oh, sitting here talking to Zeke, this coffee is hot, my jeans are blue, shoes white, like just anything that comes to your head, like just write it down.
It's like an exercise for the brain and like just flowing and stuff, I'm sure too.
Yeah, it's pretty meditative, and it helps.
Do you play music while you're doing that, or is it just silent?
Silent.
It's just you and your thoughts.
Yeah, and it's very meditative.
That's actually interesting. I might have to try something like that.
Yeah, bro. It's this book called The Artist's Way. Like I said, it's not even just for writers. It's for any creative individual.
Yeah.
Like anyone that has a creative thought process, like do that shit. It clears up your thoughts and helps you organize your thoughts a lot better.
Is there a ritual that you have before you get into like starting to write besides something like that, or is that something that you do before you get into like writing a song or making a beat or something like that?
No, that's the thing. Like I do that as soon as I wake up in the morning.
So that is like your it's like
roll out of bed.
That's your
like,
pre-morning or your morning routine. Sorry.
Yeah, like roll out of bed, like get in the chair and start writing like 3 pages nonstop. And sometimes that shit takes like 30 minutes. It's just like 30 minutes straight. Just.
Do you ever turn those into songs, or is it just you just writing your thoughts?
No, yeah, it's like once they're done, like they're in the past, like that's done, like it's gone.
That's a cool concept, though. I kind of like that. And it's not like a set time that you're like you're not. I'm writing for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it's just however long
it takes me to fill 3 pages, but like still keep it flowing. So like if you're gonna be fast, like you got to keep that fast pace. If you're gonna take your time and like really write the letters, make it neat and shit, like you gotta just keep that flow, like keep that pace.
It's about consistency.
Yeah,
that's cool. I might have to try something like that. Do you typically do a lot of the like recording in your house, or do you?
Yeah. I do like basically all recording in my house.
Do you have a like just the laptop, like the Focusrite and everything like that, or how's your setup start, and like how is it now?
Man, okay, so I'm not gonna leak the setup now, but the way it started was the 2012 laptop, the MacBook, Focusrite interface, like this $30 Amazon mic and like arm that I got off of Amazon.
Shout out Amazon, bro. They got everything, man.
Yeah, $20, like these $20 Amazon headphones. And like these $100, I forgot what they're called. They're little monitors, but they're the black ones with the green.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, and the little dude running. Like I don't know if that was like the start of it. And then eventually I upgraded my mic to the blue bird, like the blue thing.
I was listening to some of your shit on the way over here. I don't know how long ago you recorded, like I think Momentum said like 2021 and stuff like that. Dude, all of it sounds amazing.
I appreciate it.
Like I've recorded a couple of things myself, but dude, it does not sound anywhere near as like clear and like professional as yours does. So you can definitely tell you've put in the effort and like the time to learn the craft for sure.
Yeah, I've definitely spent a good amount on just plugins and equipment and just. Yeah, bro.
Do you have a least favorite part of that aspect, like mixing, making the beat, or like do you like all of it? Is there a part that you really kind of dread doing when it comes to creating a song from beginning to end?
I would say there's not a part that I dread. So like, I love the whole act, like all of it. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely parts where I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, if I'm like listening to a mix on my phone and there's just like a certain frequency that like I cannot find for the life of me, like I will be just like fishing for every frequency and like trying to figure it out, and like that might annoy me. Like there might be some little things that like fuck,
Yeah.
but like it's a little road bump, speed bump, you got to just get past it.
Yeah.
But like all in all, like I love every part of it
From beginning
like,
to end.
yeah, like just the inception or conception of the idea and transmuting it and bringing it to reality is just, it's really great. I love it.
That was pretty deep right there. I like that. Bringing that idea to life is like,
Yeah.
I mean, like you were just saying, that creative, like the writing that you do when you first wake up isn't just for like a writer or a rapper. A creative mind is like an artist itself. It doesn't have to be like you're a drawing artist or anything, but you're bringing an idea to life, whether it's a song, a tangible art, a visual art, or whatever it is. Like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So you were doing some performances as far as like open mics go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into what you did. You had like this this morning routine where you were writing. We just touched on the setup, the original setup, and where you're at now, and the fact that you don't really have a part of any of the writing or the creative process that you don't like.
Yeah.
So where are you going with it now, though, as far as music goes? Or do you have any projects that are coming up? Do you have any big, concerts or anything like that are coming up? Anything like that?
Yeah, I have a show coming up Saturday. So it was supposed to be Tia Corinne, but I'm pretty sure at this point in time, I don't think she's going to be performing anymore because of some personal stuff she's got going on. I'm not, it's not really my position to divulge. But yeah. So Tia is going to be, or was supposed to be Tia Corinne, but Big Baby Gucci and Ruben Vincent are going to be performing at this show. It's like Outside Fest. 10 Cell Phones is going to be there.
Is this a concert that's open to the public, or is this like a...
Yeah, it's at QC Soundstage. Like, you got to buy a ticket.
Yeah,
and
where are the
whatnot.
tickets available at? I'm assuming on their website.
Yeah, it's on Eventbrite. I definitely, I don't know, probably. Well,
is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be out by the time it's over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. So yeah, you'll have to go catch the performance. If you didn't see it, then you'll have to watch it on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to get tickets. Maybe next time.
Y'all are SOL. Sorry about that.
My bad. My timing's all off. I'm trying to sit here and advertise it. But damn. So you looking forward to that performance though?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Any new songs you're gonna be doing, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 new songs and Momentum.
I bumped that like 2 or 3 times.
Hell yeah.
You produced that track too?
No, I didn't. So so I produce, but like a lot of the stuff that I put out is not my beats, because like I like using other people's beats, because like there's times where I'm just listening to something and like shit clicks.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I love it. But like, I produce, like I said, and I make my own shit, but like, I don't know. I feel like my production, I'm not at the point like where I'm consistently like, oh, I fuck with this, I fuck with this, I fuck with this. Like, I have like a good amount of stuff where I'm like, yo, this is gas. But I don't know. I'm kind of just still trying to get my producer skills right, honestly.
And you ain't gonna have to pay no producer for no beats.
Yeah, facts. Like, I'm good at producing. Like, don't get me wrong. I've had people be like, yo, like, I didn't expect this shit out of you. But I definitely feel like there's more. I want to just make more improvement, honestly.
I mean, you can't be perfect, but you can definitely always be better.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, the rapping, I guess Momentum you said you didn't produce, but definitely the bars on there, fire.
Hell
fire,
yeah,
bro.
I appreciate it.
I was sitting there like I had to like play it back, because you have like the bars that are like actual punchlines, and like you make references and stuff. It doesn't just rhyme. Like, you actually have like stuff to say, which is dope.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope. Y'all should definitely check Chris's stuff out. I'm gonna put all your Instagram stuff in the bio, and any other like links that you want, we'll put that in there as well.
Hell yeah, facts.
So you got that show Saturday that the people won't be able to see
No.
live, but they'll be able to. Will they be able to see it on YouTube or anything afterwards?
Definitely. So I'm gonna be shooting a day in the life video.
Oh, facts.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be like going to the mall and shit, and like getting my fit for the night. And,
So
like,
you'll be able to see the day in the life of that day.
Yeah,
Then.
you'll be able to see a daily recap and possibly the entire show. It just depends on if I can make that shit happen before.
I mean, if y'all follow Chris, you probably take a couple pictures and videos. I'm sure we'll see something on social media of that. So
hell yeah.
All right, took a small break, reloaded batteries and all that. Sponsors spoke again. Shout out to the sponsors that we don't have, but maybe one day. We left off, Chris was telling us about his show coming up this weekend, and that he's going to have a day in the life that everyone can go and watch, pretty much dealing with. Do you want to keep going, or you want to cut?
Oh, yeah, you can go for a little bit.
All right, bet. But yeah, we left off talking about the show he's got coming up this Saturday. Won't be able to go see it because we're dropping this afterwards, but there will be a day in the life that you'll be able to go and watch about it. So let's actually dive back into the beginning story of when you started producing. You said you had a uncle that had this laptop.
Yeah, okay, so basically I would go over to my cousin's crib and we would just like kick it and shit, and my uncle had this laptop and it had the music software on it. And when I would go over there, I would just make beats on the laptop using loops and shit on the laptop. And then eventually my dad bought the laptop, and then I was able to just do shit on my own at the crib.
Would you say that was probably the most important the most important purchase at that time, that your parents or gift or whatever that you had gotten received as far as relation to music goes?
Yeah, for sure.
If it weren't for that, you probably wouldn't have started making music.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know, because my parents, like, we couldn't get a brand new laptop and shit, and so, like, it was just perfect, and it just kind of all
fell into
worked
place.
out. Yeah, it really did fall into place pretty good.
Did you have any brothers or sisters, or do you have any brothers or sisters now?
I have a younger brother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 15. We're 7 years apart.
Does he do any music or anything like that?
Yeah, he's been trying to do his thing on the school laptop.
You've been schooling him a little bit?
Nah, like, honestly, I've been just, like, our schedules don't align, like, with what I do, like, working and stuff, like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But, so just the one little brother?
Yeah.
Did he immediately pick up music once you were kind of into it, or was he?
No.
It took him longer to get into it than you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Did he do any sports or anything like that?
Yeah, he loves basketball. He's pretty good at it, too. He does his thing.
Yeah. My little brother plays basketball too. Actually, speaking of the last episode, I don't know if you know who LaMelo Ball is, but he played basketball at this school called Spire Academy in Ohio. And the last episode of the podcast, I said my brother played basketball at Spire, and he didn't play basketball there. So
oh, shit.
I'm gonna correct myself from the last episode real quick. But yeah, back to Chris's story. So you see yourself collabing with your little brother or anything like that coming up, or are you going to wait for him to kind of get a little bit better?
Yeah, it would be a while. I don't even know if he wants to, like, really do music too.
Okay.
Like, he's, like, interested in a lot of different things.
It's just like a hobby right now?
Yeah. It's just everywhere.
Do you you're only dropping like singles and stuff, but do you see yourself dropping like actual project or anything like that? And if you do you see yourself collabing with anyone else, but like other producers, or getting features or anything like that, or do you just want to do like your first project be solo?
Honestly, I feel like I'd want my first project to be solo, and then like collab with other people. There's definitely a handful of people I would like to collab with, that like I just enjoy their music. And yeah,
are these Charlotte artists, or are these just artists nationwide type
Some
shit?
of them, like Mavi is one. I fuck with Mavi. I don't know if you know who that is, but
I'm familiar, but I'll definitely look him up.
Yeah, he's on tour still, I think, but he's dope. I'm trying to collab with him. And then there's definitely a few from Charlotte. There's a few from like other places. Yeah.
I wonder if you can hear that on here. Probably someplace that was peeing. That's funny. We got a latte machine in the background. It sounds good. It smells good too.
That's the water.
Oh, it was the water?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I forgot I gotta hold this. Okay. Shit. So, let's see. So you said you didn't even want to like, you didn't even consider college at all, correct?
I mean, I did like in middle school, but then like as I got older, I was just like,
Once
nah.
you had met J. Cole's producer, that's right.
Nah, like kind of before that too. Like I wasn't really interested in school. Like,
Nah, just the writing part of it, though, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't really like do that much. I just got like really good test and quiz scores, and like
It's just good at it.
yeah, and then I wouldn't really do my homework. I kind of bullshitted like my way through it, but I mean, I always because I always wanted to like learn my own shit. Like I love learning, but like
not what they like forcing you to learn.
Yeah, like I wanted to learn more about like business and like psychology and shit, and you're only told so much, you know, in school. Like,
they don't teach you the necessities in like high school and shit like that either. Like I feel like some classes, but like you don't need all that shit. We talk about all the time like algebra, like y equals mx plus b or whatever. Like who the fuck uses that now? When the fuck has that been relative at all in life?
That is facts.
Like I don't even know what that's for, but it's something. I remember it for some reason. Did you, besides that one music class, did you take any other classes like that throughout high school? Because you said you took that one in like 6th grade, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really do music class in high school. I did like psychology and sociology and like shit like that. Like, always did shit like that.
But after that one class.
After like the class, after band, like that dude fucked it up for me, honestly, that band teacher.
Yeah. You were like, I'm doing this on my own for real.
Yeah.
Was that like, how big of a letdown though? Because like, I feel like for me, if a teacher tells me, man, get a new instrument, man, and I'm actually looking forward to this class.
Yeah. I mean, it did definitely suck ass.
Did you have any other people throughout, like, you said people in high school didn't fuck with it until, like, your last 2 years. Did you have, like, haters, per se, or anybody who was like, man, this shit's dumb. Like, you need to hang it up?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Just at first it was kind of like, oh, like, what's he doing, you know? Like, I was chill with a lot of kids in school, but, like, not really at the same time. Like, I kind of just did my own thing, but, like, I don't know.
Did you listen to any of the like peer reviews of your stuff, or were you putting it out there just because you thought it was hot, or were you seeking like any sort of validation or anything like that from fans or anything?
Nah, just like I just want to be good and like just get better with my pen and just perfect my craft. So I wasn't really worried about it because I was like, yo, I'm just starting off and I'm like pretty nice with it, and then over time, you know, certain things developed and got better. But I mean, at first, you know, I had the confidence. I was like, yeah, I'm like the greatest of all time. And like, you know, looking back on what I've dropped originally compared to what I have dropped recently and what I'm gonna drop, like it's
like night and day.
Yeah, it's a really big difference. And so I don't know, I think it was really just on the confidence of thinking like, yeah, I could do this. And
has social media
could really tell me otherwise?
Yeah, facts. No, yeah, you got to have that mindset though as an artist though. You can't have people telling you how to do shit. Did you use social media at all as a promotional thing or anything like that?
Nah, I was just never really good with it, and I didn't see a point in it. Like, but now I know how to disconnect and be like, okay, like it's a tool that I need, but like, you know, just don't let it consume my life.
That's a good point.
I'm not really on my phone unless it's like time to post shit or like
business kinda.
Yeah. So
not really into the social media other than that.
Not really, no.
So when you do post, what's the
like real life?
What's the facts? What's the like marketing or anything? Like how much marketing do you actually put into a single or, you know, something that you drop?
Well, I haven't really done like too much just because I was never like good with articulating and like getting my ideas out and shit. But I have a lot in the works right now that I'm getting together, planning out, saving up money for investing and whatnot.
Facts. You investing like in stocks or?
Oh, nah, just like in
back into the music.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's one of the most important parts. Is actually like, for me, it's investing into the actual craft. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you want to make money, but you can't just make that money and go spend it on, like, you know, all these nice clothes and stuff like that. You got to put money
Yeah.
back into the actual business itself, which is
Exactly.
like, it takes self-discipline, and that's a hard thing to learn for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think like the biggest struggle as like an independent artist is for you right now?
I don't struggle.
You don't struggle?
I don't know. Yeah.
You
I
don't have
know.
like any big obstacles that you're trying to overcome right now?
Not really.
What's
Just,
all right, so what would be the next goal for you then?
Just really getting the things that I have in mind, like getting it set in motion and like executing on it.
Do you want to try different types of music as far as rap goes, or like, not saying rock or anything like that, but
Yeah.
different, like as far as like a love versus like,
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I have a lot of different stuff that I've made and like a lot of different stuff that I will make and that I will create. And so I don't know, it's just a matter of time and certain things, I guess, sorting themselves out. And yeah, when the time is right, I guess I'll know what to put out and what not to put out.
hell yeah, it's all about that feeling.
Yeah.
You have any, this is a little bit random, but coming up, any songs that you wrote about like specific special someones or anything like that?
that? Yeah, I'm not really gonna.
You don't gotta call them out by name or anything, but
Nah,
you know,
yeah, definitely.
as an artist, you always hear songs and they're talking about love this, love that, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you always wonder like, who is that? Are they talking about someone, or is it the idea of that? You know, because some artists do write stuff like that where it's like,
Yeah,
it's more about the idea of said someone or whatever.
yeah,
So yours would be more about a specific someone.
yeah, and like, yeah, for sure.
Do you think that like helped you for writing purposes? Like, do you think without that part of your life, the relationship aspect or whatever it was, that do you think that writing wouldn't have even happened, or do you think it just would have had to happen a different way?
I don't know. I definitely think that it had to happen that way because, like, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
And there was this one song that, like, I had for a while, and I had the idea in my head of how I wanted it to go, but like, it just wouldn't come out. And I had it for months and months, and then like, you know, talked to someone, and then after that ended, it was just like I put the instrumental on, I pulled up the project, and like it was just boom, it like came out like that. It was just so much easier to make the song, and it
Everything does happen for a reason.
yeah, everything happens for a reason, for sure.
Definitely. Do you see yourself like seeking any sort of relationship right now as far as that goes, or you're kind of just focused on Chris?
Yeah, I'm definitely just focused on Chris.
Would you be open to anything like that if some like, you know, girl at the concert or someone came up and was like, yo, I've been following you for a minute, like big fan?
I don't
Would
know,
you be open
like,
to it?
I don't know about a girl at the concert. Like, I don't know.
No groupie type shit.
No, like, I don't know, man. I just, you know,
If
all
it happens, it
depends.
happens.
It's just, yeah, I know. Like, you know, it's like, I'll know if, when I meet that person and, like, interact with them. Like,
Facts.
just, I don't know. Like, I have a good intuition about people. Like, always been able to kind of feel people out and read people. So,
Do you feel like you're going to get married one day?
yeah, one day.
One day?
Yeah, one day for sure.
Definitely a goal for sure.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Anything else that you're like diving into besides like the music world? Are you dabbling in like fashion or designing or anything like that? Or is music kind of like, I mean, obviously it's the main focus, but is it the only focus?
I would say it's like majority of the focus, like 95% of the focus. And then like the other 5% is like kind of scattered across fashion and like building design, like architecture and shit. I like interior design too. Like I just like designing things and yeah.
You have that
making,
creative
like,
mind.
yeah, making like ideas just come to fruition. Like I feel like it'd be cool to make furniture, like make a couch.
Facts.
Like
That's pretty random, but yeah, no, I
yeah,
feel you.
like I just want to make a baller ass couch. Like I feel like that would be cool.
Oh,
There's like I think it's Pierre Paulin or something like that. Like makes fire ass couches. I don't know. I'm actually about to.
That is fucking
I'm
hilarious.
about to look it up real quick.
You good. He said, I want to make furniture a couch. I wasn't expecting the couch. That's
Bro.
funny.
It was a fire.
Have you ever made anything like that before? Like done
couch?
any? Yeah, or not like specifically a couch, but built any sort of furniture, anything for that matter?
No, I have not built furniture, but yeah, that's the couch. Like that, I don't know. That's just cool shit.
It's like a bed.
Yeah.
Yo, what? It's like wavy too.
Yeah.
It looks mad comfortable. Shit, I actually exit out, but no, that shit looks dope. Who designed that?
Pierre Paulin.
That's fire.
Paulin. Like, yeah.
So, you want to get into like, you say you just have like all this creative ideas that you just want to bring to life.
Yeah,
for
not
real.
even just specifically furniture, just like everything, like clothing, like.
Do you think music would be that like foot in the door to kind of make that all that other stuff kind of start happening?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like I would say I'm a tastemaker. Like, just I like nice shit. I don't know, like I like cool shit that stands out, and like a lot of shit that's like, I guess, kind of touches me in a way, like in a childlike way, like. This jacket, for example, like I remember being 7, 8 years old, like listening to Kanye for the first time and like seeing him wear Bape jackets and like shit like that. Like, I don't know, that shit. It's just stuff like that.
I know you said in high school you had like artists that you were like Logic and J. Cole and Russ and all these artists that you were kind of looking up to. Was there anybody when you were younger that you can remember that you kind of
Soulja Boy, bro, Soulja Boy,
Big Draco,
yes sir, fucking Soulja Boy. I remember that's how I got into rap. Like literally, I was 7 years old and I heard fucking "Crank That" by Soulja Boy for the first time,
and
I was just like, bro. I remember watching the music video on repeat, like being upstairs in our house, like just fucking.
Remember how big the jackets and stuff?
Yeah, bro. That's what made it like. That's why I thought it was so cool. That like having gravitated towards it, I was just like, what? Like that was the coolest shit. Like the hat, the backwards hat, like
the sunglasses.
The sunglasses, bro. I was like, what? Like all the women, bro. Everything. Like I thought it was the coolest shit.
Wait, so what? Soulja Boy, I think Crank That came out in like 2006, probably, or like 2005, maybe.
Nah, I think it was like
before that.
I think it was later because, like I said, I think I was 7. Hold on. I'm about to look up when that came out. The Soulja Boy music video came out.
No, I remember that came out, and me and my stepsister had learned it and put a video out of it, like on whatever. I don't even know if it was social media at the time, probably Facebook, or maybe it was just on YouTube, or maybe we didn't even put it in MySpace. That's what it was.
13.
Shout out to MySpace. 13 years ago?
2009. So I was 8, actually. I was 8 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 2009 that it dropped.
What a time to be alive. Did you fuck with Wayne at all coming up? Or when you were growing up?
Yeah, but like, it was shit that I would hear on the radio, or like my cousin, like.
It wasn't mixtape Wayne.
No, my cousin though, he had like this iPod that had a bunch of music on it and shit, and like when he was done with it, he like gave it to me, and it had like random Lil Wayne songs. It had it had Kiss Kiss by fucking Chris Brown and T-Pain. Yeah, man, that was shit. It had like Airplanes by B.O.B. Like,
do you remember the Now That's What I Call Music CDs?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any of those?
Yeah, pretty sure we had a couple.
That was what made me appreciate multiple genres of music, because of, those didn't just have like rap or rock or country. They had everything. But have you ever tried anything like that besides rap? Like, have you ever tried any rock or like country or anything like that?
Nah, I've definitely made some more like alternative type shit though, but like, or like jazz influence, but like not rock or country.
Gotcha. Are you do you actually enjoy any of that music or not really?
Yeah, so like rock. I mean, I grew up I wouldn't say I grew up listening to country. So like my dad used to play it, but he would play classic rock more, and I gravitated towards that a lot, like AC/DC, Metallica, like shit like that. Motley Crue. Yeah, and they played a lot of oldies music too. My dad would play Frank Sinatra, The Temptations, like
The Temptations.
Bro, yeah, a lot of oldies music. So yeah, I would say the classic rock I definitely enjoy, but country I'm not a big fan of.
Were your either your dad or your mom involved in music at all? I know you said your brother kind of did it as like a little bit of a hobby, but did they do
Yeah,
anything like that?
my dad, he loves singing. Like he's always been singing ever since he was a kid. Like I said, my grandma, she's put out records before. Like she had a little deal going on and shit.
You did mention that earlier. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Did you
She has
did
some
you get to
vinyls
experience, because like my grandpa died before I was even born, but did you get to experience a lot of her music being made, or I mean it was probably already pretty much
Yeah.
made?
Yeah, it was already made. Like I said, this was like the 70s.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I didn't really get to see any of that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Shit. Anything else that we haven't touched yet? I'm trying to think of what else I can even ask you right now off the top of the dome. I feel like we've covered a lot of your life and a lot of this like personal aspects. Definitely said you're open to a relationship, but you're not like seeking one out.
Yeah, hell no.
More focused on Chris than anything.
Yeah,
and
facts.
getting all the creative ideas into fruition.
100%.
Any traveling that you've done or anything like that you want to do coming
Dude,
up?
Traveling, I was just in Vegas with my cousin. That shit was fire as fuck. That was insane. I traveled around North Carolina for like, I did a tour in February.
Oh, dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Actually, you did. You mentioned that when I hit you up like a month ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
That shit was pretty cool.
How many shows did you do?
I did like 7 or 8.
That's dope.
Yeah, I traveled around there. I definitely want to travel more, but I'm definitely trying to get certain things in order and situated. So it's like when I travel, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like it's worth my time.
You're
and,
not
like,
losing shit on the trip.
Yeah, it's worth my time and energy and whatnot. And I definitely, when I travel, like I want it to, like I said, there be an intention behind why I'm traveling. Like I have something there that is productive and like, you know, can help propel me forward in what I'm doing. So
Was this tour just a couple artists or just 2 artists or you, or how many people was it?
It was a handful of artists, man. Like, yeah, so it was like this promoter, he set up this show and it was a good amount. And then there was like headlining artists, Fetty P. Franklin and FLM Juice. They're pretty dope.
The tour experience was fire though.
Yeah, it was cool. I learned a lot.
What was your favorite show that you did, or what city? It was North Carolina, or was it like?
Yeah, it was North Carolina and a little bit of South Carolina.
Did you have a favorite show?
Yeah, I would probably say Durham.
Durham.
Yeah,
I used to live not far from there not long ago.
That's cool.
I used to live in Raleigh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all do a show in Raleigh or just Durham?
Yeah, I mean, there was supposed to be a Raleigh show, but it got canceled.
Damn.
Yeah.
Durham was the best one, or the one that stuck out the most to you, though?
Yeah, Durham
Why is that?
was cool. Just like the people there, like, I met a lot of dope people, and it was just really like everyone was kind of talking to everybody. It's like everybody knew everybody type shit.
Facts.
And it was like a family, I guess, like type vibe with everyone. So it was just cool.
When you're doing these performances, are you like really engaged with the crowd, or are you kind of more just up there like actually just performing the art itself?
Yeah, I try to kind of even everything out, like on some time and place shit. Like, you know, interact when it's time to interact, and like just do my thing at certain points. You know when.
Still getting
when to do, when not to do.
Yeah, facts. Do you still get those nerves or anything like that before you're going on stage, or not really?
I mean, yeah, but now it's like I like that shit. Like it's like, bro, it's like a rush.
It's an adrenaline junkie.
Bro, yeah, bro. Like I love that feeling, like when I'm about to get on stage, and like when I'm like, it's just a fire ass feeling. Like can't get anywhere else.
What's going through your head right before you walk on the stage? Are you like going over lyrics, or are you thinking like,
I don't know,
don't
man.
fall?
I don't know, man. I might be thinking don't fold. I might be thinking about like this hot ass chick that I saw earlier. Like I can't fumble in front of her. Like, bro, like there's a multitude of things that could be going through my head. Like I could be thinking about the shit I ate before. Like, like, bro, yeah, there's a lot of different things that go through my head before I get on stage.
So you're not like rehearsing the lyrics or anything?
Nah,
Those
it's
are
like,
already internalized.
A lot of times it's like anything but what I'm about to do. Like I kind of just gotta go up there and like And then I'm in it. But
truly living in the moment.
yeah, truly got to live in the moment. Like, that is definitely a moment to soak in.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
Would do you have like a? I mean, obviously, like going to like bigger cities and doing bigger shows and stuff. But do you have like a specific like venue or something that you want to tackle? Like eventually want to like perform at or whatever?
Yeah, I want to do the Fillmore. I want to do Webster Hall in New York. That's a goal of mine. I want to do, I think, Red Rock. If I'm
Oh
not
yeah, that's the one in
mistaken.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looks dope.
I want to do that one. I don't know. I can't really think of any others at the moment, like off the top.
When you
of
said
my
the Fillmore, you talking about in Charlotte? The
yeah,
Fillmore?
the underground.
I DJ and I was at a prom there literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The day after Lil Wayne performed there, we were on that stage. It was crazy. Like just being on a stage that Wayne was on like a little bit earlier. I feel like that venue just has like a lot of like energy. Once you go in there, it's like, dang, I really gotta put on a show for real. And honestly, that was probably my favorite prom that I DJ'd at, just because the crowd was like so engaged. I mean, it's high schoolers, so they're not drunk or anything like. Well,
Yeah.
they're not drunk, quote unquote. Yeah. Anyways, but nah, that crowd was crazy. It was like 900 people. It was nuts.
Hell yeah.
Definitely my favorite so far. Yeah, man. Anything else we need to tackle? Good little chop up right there at the end.
Yeah, I'm with whatever, man. It's cool.
So you said you do like more. You believe more in like the universe and manifestation, huh?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're like not to be too deep, but do you believe in God, or do you like feel like it's more you?
I
You know what
feel
I'm saying?
like
The universe.
Oh man, I feel like, yeah, bro. It's like you with the universe. Like,
do you pray,
I feel like
or do you
God
feel
is
like
the all-encompassing like thing, like name that we have for it, but like.
That's actually a good
I don't
point.
know. Everything is made up of atoms, and like,
Yeah.
bro, everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and like your mind, like whatever you focus your mind on the most is what you bring about. So like whatever you get feeling involved in, whatever you focus your energy on, and wherever your energy lies and your focus lies, like that's what's gonna come about. And yeah, I mean, like you can read the Bible and like make sense of it. You could read the Quran. You could read freaking about Taoism, freaking like metaphysics. Like, bro, like all of it is like congruent with each other. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I'll give us the whole spiel.
Yeah.
All right. So what I was getting to with that is, do you feel like you were put on the earth to do music, or do you feel like it was like you manifested that?
Nah, I definitely feel like I was put here to do that. Like I said, like the first concert I went to was like in my mom's stomach. Like
that Kiss concert.
I was like 8 or 9 months type thing.
That was
like,
destiny.
Yeah. So.
Do you have a favorite Kiss song?
I don't know. Probably Detroit Rock City. Like, I fuck with that song.
Gene Simmons.
I fuck with Kiss so hard because there was a Scooby-Doo. Like, I loved Scooby-Doo growing up.
Uh-huh.
And there was a Scooby-Doo episode where Kiss was in it. It was a Halloween special. And
I feel like I've seen it. It's the old school Scooby-Doo.
What's New Scooby-Doo,
What's
I think.
New?
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Kiss, man.
Yeah, facts. And shout out Scooby-Doo.
Shout out Scooby-Doo. Shit. All right. So we just kind of dived a little bit into the God thing. Anything else we want to talk about? Going once, going twice. Shout out Chris one more time. Chris Damato, man. Y'all give him a follow on socials, even though he said he's not a fan of him, but you'll be able to see what he got going on him.
Yeah, I'm getting better with it. Like I said, I want to curate a lot of the stuff. Like I want it to be precise and like thought out and planned out like very meticulously. I don't want it to just be like trailers and fucking like screen recordings of audio files.
That's what I didn't ask you. Have you ever shot a music video?
Yeah, for Momentum.
Is it out right now?
Yeah, it is out. on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to go watch that because I was just telling you I was listening to that song on the way over there. You want to do any more music videos?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, I have a lot of ideas and things that I've planned.
Well, you are gonna have to follow Chris Damato on Instagram. Are you active anywhere else besides like Instagram? I know you got stuff on like Apple and Spotify and stuff, but actual social media wise?
No, not really.
All right, so we'll put your Instagram then in the bio, and we'll also put the link to. Is it that Day in the Life? Is that gonna be on YouTube?
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube.
We'll put the link to that as well.
I am trying to get active on TikTok. Actually,
we'll put the TikTok as well.
I was on Twitter, but like that shit, bro, is so toxic.
Twitter,
I was like,
Twitter is like
that shit's a cesspool.
Twitter is I still get on it. I won't lie. Do I tweet? No, but I will get on it, and it is very, very consuming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to click on one. It's the same thing with like Instagram though. I click on one Instagram reel, and next thing I know, I'm scrolling through like 30 of them bitches, like 3 minutes each too.
That's funny.
But shit, man, it's been episode, like I said, I don't even remember if this is 9 or 10, but
10.
Episode 10 of Podheads with DJ Easy Zeke and Chris Damato. Appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you, Chris.
Sir, thank you.
Yes, sir. Y'all stay blessed, man. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.